In this video, we're comparing displacement and distance, average velocity, and average speed for this simple motion. So we have a car that moves 40 miles to the eastward direction. So I showed that to the right, and that took 45 minutes. The car then turns around and moves 20 miles in the westward direction or to the left, and that took 60 minutes. Now I want the total displacement for the car, and that's the final position minus the initial position. I didn't specify it in the problem, but I think the initial position of the car should probably be used as the origin here. And my initial position for this total journey is 0. So that's x initial. And my final position, well, 40 miles to the right and 20 miles to the left produces a final location, a final position of 20 miles right of the origin. So when I'm talking about displacement, I don't care about what happens in between. All I care about is that final and initial position. So displacement is x final minus x initial. And that's 20 minus 0, and I get 20 miles displacement. And what that means is the car ended up 20 miles to the right of where it started. Now I asked for the distance that was covered during the journey, and that's what the odometer on your car would actually show. You went 40 miles to the east and you went 20 miles to the west. Well, of course, that means your car moved 60 miles. Now the average velocity in part C, that's the displacement divided by the time it took for the displacement. And I'm going to emphasize that the average velocity comes with a direction, and we use plus and minus signs for that when we're dealing with a one-dimensional problem. And my delta x was plus 20 miles, meaning the car ended up 20 miles to the east of where it started. And then the total time here is going to be 60 minutes plus another 45 minutes. I want to convert this to hours so I can write down the average velocity in miles per hour. And so 60 minutes is 1 hour. 45 minutes is 0.75 hours, 3/4 of an hour. So I get 20 miles divided by 1.75 hours. Keeping 3 sig figs, this reduces to 11.4 miles per hour. And again, I want to emphasize that velocity has direction, so I'm going to put a plus sign out in front of that. Finally, I want the average speed for the car. So that would be the total distance that was covered. That was 60 miles divided by how long it took. So we take 60 miles divided by 1.75 hours, and keeping 3 sig figs on this, we get 34.3 miles per hour average speed. If you find the physics content on Zach's Lab helpful, click on the Zach's Lab logo on the right to browse playlists and subscribe to the channel. I produce over 100 new videos per month, and subscribing is the easiest way to find new content. Thanks for watching.